street assuming they swear they know me. And I'm just out here growing. I follow both the sun and the moon. I've been chosen.
Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. It's that time on a Friday, time for Celebrity Knock. Celebrity Knock, Friday feature, of course. We invite influential persons in society, be they politicians, stars of media, traditional and social, athletes or music producers, to talk about their careers. Today's guest was born Monifa Amyka Grant about 23 years ago to Jamaican parents in the United States. Based in New York City, she performs under the name Disney Amyka and is steadily making waves with her clean, contemporary sound. Her career was nurtured by noted dancehall reggae producer and the songwriter Rohan Snowcone Fuller. You'd have heard Bounty Killer say, "Hello, Snowcone," yeah? Him saying one, yeah? Who just happens to be her uncle. Disney Amyka's progress has been considered. It has been deliberate. A lot of planning has gone into how they market her. She took a major step forward last year with the release of her debut single, Feel Good. That's the visuals you saw just now. A song that has been in heavy rotation everywhere, USA, Canada, the Caribbean, and of course here in Jamaica. She's now promoting her latest single, Getaway, which she co-wrote with Miliana Music and is produced by Trevor Brown. The video for Getaway is being shot in Jamaica. So, we're pleased to be joined in studio by Disney Amyka. Welcome to the SportsMax Zone.
Hi, thank you guys for having me.
Excellent. The first thing to discuss is your Jamaican/Caribbean roots. I know I mentioned something about your uncle and your parents and everything, but tell us some more about your origin.
Right, so I was born in New York, but I am also Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican, my entire family is Jamaican. I spent a lot of time in Jamaica. Like, as a child, I would come every summer, every holiday. So I know everything. I eat fried dumpling and chicken, ackee, everything. So, yeah, just a fusion of the two.
Yeah.
New York and Jamaica.
Yeah. You know, people who are born into families where there is someone heavily in music, well, not everybody gravitates towards that, but those who do were inspired by that person, and then they take that inspiration and make something else. So it is that in the nurturing, the person is probably shaping them to be something, but in them developing themselves, they become something better. How would you describe the influence of your uncle, that famous and prominent producer, and what he helped you to learn, what he taught you, and how you've used that to develop yourself as a young woman, as an artist?
I would say my uncle definitely had an influence over me. You know, going to Jamaica in the summer times, there would be stars coming over all the time, right? So the likes of like Wayne Wonder, Spragabins. And so you see them and you see what they're doing and you see how they create. And as a child, you don't really notice that you're being influenced. But as you grow up and you start sing some song, you say, "But wait there. No, my uncle did not play that song there." Or, you know, you just kind of find this fascination with music. So for me, I've always loved to sing, right? But as far as like songwriting, I kind of gained that maybe when I was like 9. But I would always see my uncle, them sit on under the lime tree and them write music. And so I definitely think it had a heavy impact on me.
Yeah, and now that, you know, you've made your mark when it comes to music, and you have a lot more to do. You have a lot more plans for yourself.
Absolutely.
You're involved with the Hawthorne Foundation, which I found was very impressive personally, where they are involved with kids and, you know, kids with disabilities and autism. How has that project been going for you?
That has actually been amazing. So I believe it was last year, they had like a fundraiser, and I sang a song for them, and they just embraced me. They were so lovely. They were so nice. And, you know, for me, I love children. And I think that it's so important for us to kind of shed light on children with autism and with developmental disabilities. It's just really important. I think that it doesn't have enough awareness.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wanted to get on board because it's a great cause. And, you know, why not? So.
Yeah, and your latest single, Feel Good, I like it because I felt as if, you know, it kept pushing values of woman empowerment. You know, there's a lot of the lyrics that speaks to confidence and just loving yourself, feeling
Absolutely.
good about yourself.
Yes.
So tell me about, you know, how did you come up with the lyrics, the name, everything?
Yes. So I was in studio with a friend, a couple of friends actually, and, you know, we were listening to this beat because I thought it was important to fuse the reggae culture with R&B because that's what I do. So, you know, we're just talking about topics and we're saying, what about feeling good? It's been a long time since Corona has happened. Everyone has had to adjust. And so, we kind of sat down and we said, that's a great topic. And everyone kind of just started writing little lines here, little lines there. And then by the time the studio session was done, I had a different single that I was going to put out. But by the end of this studio session, someone that I know, his name is George, he said, you know what? I think this is the single.
Yeah.
And so we just went with it.
You find in life, isn't it, that George is no best. George is no best. Yeah?
See that? See that?
Not all the time.
Here's the thing, though. I want you to take us into your songwriting process. You mentioned you were vibing to the beat.
Right.
And then, of course, you moved from there.
Right.
Are you someone who gets the beat and then you interpret that beat, you lay your lyrics down, or do you have your songbook? You get a beat, then you go back through your songbook and see what may fit with the beat you get. What's the process?
So I feel like it depends on the atmosphere, right? Sometimes I will just be sitting down somewhere and a melody will come to me, and then I'll just kind of voice memo it and then send it to my producer. Sometimes my producer sends me a bad beat, and right away, I'm like, okay, this lyrics, and then in my phone, I use notes. So I might say, okay, the topic, let's think of the topic, and then I might go back into my notes and say, I may have a lyrics, we have a work, So just a little bit of everything. It just depends on the atmosphere and the mood.
Different processes, different. I asked about songbook because two legendary rappers use songbooks. Eminem says that he has notes, sticky notes and pages written all over his office and his studio like crazy.
Yeah.
And sometimes he goes back through to see what matches with which beat. Nas has a rhyme book. Jay-Z's rhyme book is in his head, but that's another process.
Right.
What kind of music do you dream of making? In other words, when you get there to the top of the mountain and you become this big star, when this process of development takes you there, what kind of music do you want to make to take you to that place?
The music that I'm making right now, honestly, I feel like it's just such wonderful music that fuses both of my cultures, and I think you don't see that often. And for me, it's just so fulfilling. I want to make music that I love, that feeds my soul, but also hoping that music translates to the right people, right? Because music is definitely subjective, so not everyone is going to love all of my songs. And that's fine because, opinions.
Yes.
But I definitely want to make uplifting music, and I think I'm doing that.
Yeah. What can we expect from you in the coming months, if I'm to say so?
Yes. So the Getaway video is coming out soon. It was just shot by Jay Will, and what I mean by just shot, I mean I just left the shoot to come here, and I think it's going to be really great. Getaway is my newest single, and it's just a really beautiful single that talks about getting away and just finding your peace, and I think a lot of people are missing that in these times.
Yeah. Before you're not leaving here without giving us a piece of, look, I love feel good, so I want a piece of that, but I also want a piece of Getaway for the fans. I want to ask you though, in terms of your career trajectory, I really like how yourself and your management team have gone so far. I know many beautiful young women with amazing vocals like yourself come, and it's all about opening themselves up to the public immediately in one go, so we get everything at the same time. Yours, as I said, is considered, it's deliberate, it seems to be working to a plan. Are you satisfied with how you are being introduced to your audience, to your public?
I am. I think that, music is a process, and being a new artist is a process. So with my team, it's carefully planned out, right? So it's very strategic, and I think it's going to work. I think that I'm growing as an artist, and with my writing, you'll hear that. So I want to take people on that musical journey with me. It's not just about me. It's about everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah.
May it please you to give us a piece of feel good and then a piece of a getaway.
Sure. See, they don't even know it. They steady straight assuming they swear they know me. And I'm just out here growing. I follow both the sun and the moon. I've been chosen. I feel good, so good. I feel good, so good.
Yeah. Give us a piece of Getaway to take us away now.
Okay.
Please. Yeah.
Let's run away. Let's get away. Far from this place we're escape. Take me away, away from this space. I need to feel some peace and let go of pain.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Disney Amyka, yeah, a star
you.
being born, developing right in front of her eyes. She is her own Caribbean girl. She's Jamaican. She says she's American as well. She's marrying both cultures, both influences. She's putting together a career that she says will live for the ages. We wish her all the very best. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you
Good
guys
luck to you,
so
girl.
much.
All
I
the
had
best
an
to you.
amazing time.
Excellent. All right, we break back with more on the SportsMax Zone.
So good. More than just you are mine. Keep trying. Know that I'm more than just you are mine. More than just you are.
Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news and entertainment.